So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little demonstration on how these different event blocks work. And they can be really useful and powerful blocks for controlling what happens on the screen and how people interact with the project that you make. So the first one, I think most people are familiar with. It's the when the green flag is clicked. Scratch always has a green flag up here. So right now, let me get set on the cat as my sprite. So you can see I clicked on the cat, it's highlighted. Now I'm doing code for the cat. So if I pull out the when clicked block, I can have something happen. Like for example, maybe I want the cat to say hello. So I add the code, and then whenever I hit that, the cat will say hello. Easy enough. It doesn't have to be just that hello block though. It could be any other kind of block. So if I want him to play the meow sound, I click the flag and he plays the meow sound. I could have him do the meow and I could have him do the say hello block. We can have him do both. He says hello for 2 seconds and then the meow sound goes. If I swap them around, I'd get different effects. But that's how the green flag works. Next one would be this block, the when your choice of key is pressed. So let's say that I was going to make a game and I wanted to make it possible for my character to move around. So let's say I want the cat to be able to move around. I'm going to get the when, and I'm going to use the letter. Oh wait, I'll use the arrows. Arrows are good. So I'll put a right arrow in, and I'll go over here to motion, and I want him to move. So I'm going to have him move 10 steps. So now, as long as I press the right arrow key on my keyboard, he can move like that. Now that can be a good thing for moving, but it's also a bad thing because right now I can't make him move the other way. So the question is, what am I going to do to fix that problem? Well, if you were thinking, I'm going to go get another block, you were right. I'm going to get another when a certain key is pressed, and that's going to be helpful for me. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do a left arrow, and I'm going to have him move 10 steps, except here's the problem. If I have him move 10 steps and I press left arrow, he's still moving the right direction or the opposite direction that I want him to move. I'd like him to move left. So mathematically speaking, there is something that is the opposite of 10. Now, a lot of people right away, they go, 0. Nah, that's not the opposite of 10. The opposite of 10 is negative 10. So if you put a minus sign right here, and it is minus 10 steps, when I click the left arrow, he's going to move 10 steps backwards. Watch, I'm going to do the left arrow. Now I'll do the right arrow. And you see, now I've made it possible to make this character move around. Now, if I want him to go up and down, I could grab more of these blocks, and I could have him do this. I would change his y by 10, or change his y by negative 10, and that would get him to move around. So that's how to use those blocks in ways to make your game or make your project more interactive. And my favorite one is this. When I receive message, this one's a little complicated. I'll do my best. So over here's a button. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to get a when the sprite is clicked. So when I click this button, I'm going to have it broadcast a message. And this broadcast a message means that broadcast just means it goes out to everyone. So it's kind of like the button is going to send a secret message out to all of the sprites and all of the backgrounds too. Now you and I can't hear it, but it's happening anyway. Anytime you click this, the message goes off. So we're going to go back to my cat. And you see how I picked out this when I receive message 1. I can now make this button affect the cat just by clicking on the button. But I have to decide what I want to do. So I'm going to go to looks, and every time I click the button, I want the cat to change its color. All right, this is now my color changing button. Watch. every time I click the button, it sends a message. And whenever my cat gets the message, whoops, go back here. Whenever my cat receives the message, it will change its color. So I can forever control my cat's color by using this button. And that's by broadcasting a message and then having the cat receive the message. Now suppose for a second that I had an extra sprite. Let's just get some bananas for no reason. So I've got bananas, and I'm going to do the same thing to the bananas. I'm going to have them receive the message. Same message, but different result. I'm going to have the bananas turn around. So every time I click this button now, what will happen to the cat? Okay, and what's supposed to happen to the bananas? They're supposed to turn. And sure enough, look at that. My button is sending out a message, and the message is going to him and to the bananas, and they each do their own special things whenever I do that. I can add more to that. I can make the bananas change their color too. That could be fun. Whoops, wrong one. Get to the bananas. Change the color effect, and now I'm going to have spinning color changing bananas. Neat. Actually, I like that. That's pretty cool. Anyhow, you can have a lot of fun with these event blocks, and you can make all kinds of interesting things happen in your project. So good luck. Give those a try for making your project better than it already is.